Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm doing another one of my brand videos. I decided to go back doing plush, which I picked applause, but it seems to be a whole lot of character plush, so it's kind of a mix. So you'll be able to see some of the character plush that you should be looking for and some that are applause. There were a few bears I can share with you, but for the most part, it's characters. If you're new to my channel, I try to put these videos out a couple times a month, maybe, but I like picking brands that I like to pick up, or in previous videos, I've also done characters that you can be looking for at yard sales, thrift stores, estate sales, any place that you can do your sourcing. For these videos, I do pick only used items, although some of the items might have their tags. They have been listed as used. I go into eBay. These are all eBay solds within the last 90 days. And I filter by used and solds, and then I sort by highest price. And I just kind of pick, some medium range things, and then some of the high dollar items that are in these brands. So again, this one is applause. How I also do this is I also use Terapeak, because Terapeak's going to give you the accurate price. What you see on eBay solds sometimes is not the accurate price that it's sold for, or it could have been a best offer and they're not shown in the sold. So you need to use Terapeak. I also try to do my due diligence by going into the seller's store, checking if they received feedback for that item. If not, I just go ahead and peek in their store real quick and see if it's been relisted. Just trying to, keep out any solds that might not have actually been a legit sell. Best I can do. Best I can do. So I've got a lot. I kind of get into my, own little enjoying what I'm looking at, refamiliarizing myself with things that I haven't seen in a while, that I really need to be paying, try to find out there. So it's fun when I do this, but it probably takes between an hour and 2 hours, depending on how many distractions I have to get this video together. So here we go. Started lowest dollar value was this item. It's $34. But like I said, it's a lot of characters and things. I don't know if I would have picked up this Hercules plush, because I have found in the past that a lot of the Hercules stuff just doesn't sell as well as some of the other characters. But here we go. This is an applause Gladiator Hercules 17-inch bendable plush. It sold for $35. One of the teddy bears I'm going to share an example with, and I talk about different colored plush a lot. A brown bear. I love plush. I have tons of bear plush. But I have found that if it's pinks and purples and just different colors, it tends to do a little bit better than just your average brown bear. This is a 14-inch bear from 1986. Pink, sold for $35.99. Now this is Rosita from Sesame Street. She has the wings on. She sold for $41.99. I pick up most things Sesame Street anyway, but definitely I would pick up Rosita. This is Thunderbolt. I've watched 101 Dalmatian. I had forgotten about him. I don't know if I would have recognized him in a bin of plush, but he is 9 inches. He sold for $44.99, and the buyer left positive feedback. Smurf, another example of an applause plush. This is Sassette. I almost want to think she kind of looks like she's got that nylon material, but I'm not sure. I have never seen her before. She's from 1988, Payo and applause. There was a lot of these dual manufacturers with some of these. Sold for $45. Gummy bears. I don't find them very often, but I love when I do find them. This is Zummy Gummy from 1985. He did have his original tags, which probably ups the price some. Like, I was thrilled when I went to that that estate sale and bought all of that vintage plush, and a lot of them had their original paper tags, but I do not list them as new. They are used. I purchased them at an estate sale. But you can still get more money for them, even listing them used. So don't be afraid to do that. I never list them new, the vintage toys. If it was in a sealed package, maybe, but for the most part, no. It sold for $45, and the buyer left positive feedback. If you see that plus FB on any of these going forward, that means the buyer has left feedback. I've never seen one of these before. It's Bim Bim Abominable Snowman. Purple plush, and it's Sekiguchi and Applause. Now, Sekiguchi is more known for the Monchichi plush. This is from 1981, sold for $45. Now, there were quite a few solds for Applause with Avanti. A lot of them are realistic looking animals, pets. This one, in particular one, is a dog, fox terrier, but there was tons of them. So definitely, if you see dog plush, cat plush, even other animals that look very realistic, definitely check the tags and check the comps. This dog sold for $46.59, and it's a larger 18-inch plush. I had never seen this one before. I know I would pick it up, but this is Sir Chomps-a-Lot Alligator from Chef Boyardee, sold for $46.86 on auction. This is cute. This is a bear, but it says Ram Bear from 1986. It sold for $49.95. There were quite a few examples in this that are going to be plush with the vinyl heads. These were Rugrats. It's Baby Dill, Lil, and Tommy. They're 12-inch plush. They sold for $49.95. I don't see Rugrats very often, but if I do, I usually will check the comps. I don't always buy some of the larger plush, but definitely if you see it that they're Applause, you might want to check them out. This one was surprising. I've never seen it. It's a Raggedy Ann and Andy Blue Camel, sold for $49.99. Here's another character plush. This is from Aladdin. They were plush bodies, rubber faced. It says they're all puppets. Abu, Monkey, Genie, and Iago, Bird. They sold for $49.99. This is Space Jam from 1996. It's a 22-inch Lola Bunny. She sold for $49.99. I've found some of these reindeer plush before, but I don't think it was this Enchanted series by Applause. This one was Prancer. It's 26 inches tall, sold for $49.99. Gremlins. Gremlins, 1984. This is the evil one. He's 16 inches, sold for $49.99. Clowns. We've got to have our clown plush. This is Le Petit Marcel Clown. He sold for $49.99. I pick up most plush, as long as it's in clean condition, that are clowns. Now, I have found these a couple of times, but almost every single time they have been washed, and like I have one that has like purple feet and ears, and all of that just fades. This one is in really nice condition. It's from 1992. They're called Applause Magic Glow Friends, 16-inch, sold for $50. Spuds McKenzie. I pick up a lot of them. And I've actually had this one before, but I think it was a smaller version. This one is 1987. He has the Aloha shirt on. He sold for $50. This is a Target Applause combo. It's a large 35-inch yellow duck. Sold for $50.99. Kermit, of course, Kermit the Frog. It says he's wired and posable. 23 inches, sold for $58.99. Disney's Playhouse Stanley. I guess his name is Dennis the Fish plush. I don't know if I have seen him before. Sold for $59.99. Now this is an Applause Snow Leopard, WWF, I think that's World Wildlife Federation, 1988, sold for $59.99. Here's another of the teddy bears that are in Applause. This one is musical. I think it must mean it's plays Spoonful of Sugar, sold for $60. This is an Applause Marzipan Rabbit plush. I think that is absolutely adorable because the body is also the plush, the outfit, the coloring of it that makes it look like an outfit is actually still part of the fur. It sold for $60. All right, this is a musical Snoopy Belle, the girl plush. This one sold for $62.10. This one was surprising because I don't normally do very well with the plush from the Emperor's New Groove, but this is the llama. I'm sure it helps that it does have its paper tag. It sold for $65 and positive feedback was left. I would absolutely love finding these. I did see Scrooge McDuck also, and then I saw a small lot of these, but this was just one of the examples. It is a 1987 Dewey Duck, 7-inch. It's time to do my ins and sell similars. It's 5 o'clock. This Dewey plush, 7 inches tall, sold for $65. Getting higher in dollar value. PageMaster now. I also have the book in this listing. It's sold much higher, but I didn't realize there was a pirate. I've had the book before, but this is from the movie PageMaster, 1994. It sold for $68.99. Other examples, this is from The Simpsons. It's a lot of 3 of the plush. They're 14 inches, sold for $70. I'll have to keep that in mind. I don't normally look at the Simpson plush, especially like Bart and his sister. But if you find these other characters from the series, definitely give them a check. Gremlins Gizmo plush. This is from 1984. It does have its tags. I think that helped with the price also. $72.89. But I just recently sold one of these without the tags, and I think I got like 35 or so for it. So definitely, if you have tags, state that you have tags. Make sure it's prominent in the pictures. This is applause. This is a pup named Scooby-Doo. It was an auction. Sold for $76. I don't think I've ever seen this one either. Now, I usually pick up most things Scooby-Doo, but a lot of times they're bread and butter. Here's the, this is the book. It's called the Horror Book. They do have the little book that goes with it. This sold for $84. I've only had him one time. Now this is Precious Moments. Dakin and Applause, a lot of times they cross between each other. You know, you'll have Dakin and Applause on the tag. I wanted to go ahead and show this example anyway. It is one of the terry cloth dolls. For the most part, I don't pick up a whole lot of Precious Moments, but this doll is one of the exceptions. It sold for $84.99. I have a couple of examples of plush from Bear in the Big Blue House. This is Tutter the mouse. It sold for $85.49. Here's the Otters, Pip and Pop. I have not found Bear in the Big Blue House for a really long time. These are from 1999. They're only 5 inches tall. Sold for $87.99. I've had this one time. I couldn't figure out. It was before I was, you know, into the Facebook groups and stuff like that. But Abelardo. This is the Mexican version of Sesame Street. There's several plush out there. This is the one that I have found before, and this is the one that has sold for the most. But it's like Big Bird's cousin. He sold for $90. This is a lot of Tiny Toons. I've had like the green rabbit. I can't even remember his name now. But these were from 1990. This lot sold for $99 on auction. Funny story. I had this plush listed one time, and it was listed for a long time. Nothing. Because I had never heard of Attack of the Killer Tomato. I had it listed as vegetable, radish, something. And some nice eBayer sent me a message telling me who it actually was. I changed the title, raised the price a lot, and it sold immediately almost. But this one sold for $99.99. Google Lens is your friend for these. But back when, many years ago, I've been doing this 24 years, we didn't have all of that. And you just kind of had to go with what you knew and what you could find and hope your research skills were, you know, able to figure stuff out, but still made errors. This is Super Mario Bros. He is one of the plush body vinyl head dolls, 8 inches, sold for $99.99. Getting up there. I've got a few more to share. This is Bear in the Big Blue House. He is the 16-inch plush. Does have his paper tags. Sold for $100 with positive feedback. Now this is another exception to the Precious Moments plush. I have found this only one time. I keep finding the other one that's not worth quite as much. This is the Applause Bunny Snowball from 1985. It sold for $106.49. Right. Mine. This is my listing. Pretty sure we picked this up at the Goodwill bins. Showing it in a haul, I realized it said Jim Henson. It was a hand puppet. And I think right there while we were doing the video, like Robert and I normally do, he started researching it for me while I kept going. I figured out the name was Bean. And then we found out it was a major bolo. This hand puppet sold for $108. Not the biggest one though. I am determined to find one of these now. This is from 1981. It's a cow. Somehow it's Stuart Moskowitz. not sure if that's a character, if that's an author and he's the character from the book. I'll have to do some more research on this, but it says he's brown and white, but I swear he looks black and white. But he sold for $115 with positive feedback. I'm determined now. If you find a cow with skinny, skinny legs like that, definitely take a look, especially if it's got an applause tag. All right. There was a whole lot of these applause Avantis, but I only picked the two to share with you. This is a dog plush from 1990. It says husky. I don't even know how to say that word. Samoyed. 27-inch, so a large plush. Sold for $150. And the biggest one to share with you is this. Oh, I got to undo that. Bear in the Big Blue House again, but this is a little playhouse with all of the little figures from 1999, $239.99. Definitely keep your eyes out for Bear in the Big Blue House. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. I love doing these. I think I'll do another plush. If there's a plush that I haven't done and you're interested in, leave a comment for me. I'll add it to the list. Robert has these little check sheets for me that he's always saying, you know, add things, add ideas to there. So just let me know if there's a brand you'd like. There's so many brands. I will get to them eventually, but I like to pick the ones, especially if I know I've sold something in that brand, which I knew I had. So, hey, but now I got to go eat some dinner and get some work done. Got to do my ins and sell similars. Bye.